In today's video, I'll show you how you can make an animated alert for Twitch. So let's get started. So here we are in Piskel.app, and this is where I like to create my animated and pixelated Twitch alerts. So this is very easy right here. So if you also want this kind of vibe, then this is the tool for you. Basically, when you go here into the website, you'd be able to see already some sprite examples, which is exactly what we want, and it's the right size for Twitch alert. So we could actually just click on one of them. And now you'll be prompted right here. And from here, actually, you can now export this if you are now satisfied with this one right here. You could also make some changes on the animation, which I'll be showing you how later on. And yeah, so if you'd want to use this now, is that you could just simply need to click here on export button. And now you can download this as a GIF, and then you'd be able to put this into your OBS, Streamlabs, or whatever platform you're using to make it as your Twitch alert. It's that simple. However, if you'd want to make a custom sprite or custom animation right here, then you can click here on create sprite to start from scratch. Now let's draw something in here. Let's say that I just want to draw a heart, maybe something like that. It's not really that good, so right there. So I'm gonna try and make it as symmetrical as possible, and I did a terrible job. But yeah, let's say that I'm just gonna do it again just so to see if I could make it better, and I think this is better, but it's not symmetrical. Anyways, it's fine, it's just for a tutorial. And now in here is that you can now basically draw your object or subject first. So this is my subject in here. And then I can just go for the paint bucket tool since I would want to paint this red on the inner. Right there. As you can see, it's black, so I can change the color in here, make it red, and paint it right here. And it's now also made the outline red, which I don't like, so I'm just gonna remove this by pressing the Ctrl+Z and then click again, and here it is. It is now filled with red. Now next is that I just want to put some highlight effect right there just to add a little bit of personal touch right here, maybe something like this right there. And next is that once you are now satisfied with your object right here, like I am, then you can now do the animation. So basically I'm just gonna do a simple up and down animation right here, but basically the same concept would apply depending on the animation that you'd want. You'd want it to walk, to move, to bounce around, and whatever it is. So here I have my first frame in here, and basically I just need to go here into move tool, and I would want it here at the bottom first. And now I'm gonna add a new frame, and this time is that I'm just gonna duplicate this one actually. So I'm gonna remove this, duplicate, and here it is. And this time with the second frame, I'm gonna go and put it up right there, so you'd not be able to see the animation here. Right here, it's in loop, so that's why it's looking like that. And then I'm gonna add a new frame. I'm gonna duplicate another one, and then it's gonna go even higher. And then and the fourth one is that I'm just simply gonna duplicate the second frame right here, and then put it here as the fourth frame, and then I would now have a smoother animation for the bouncing effect right here. So yeah, that's basically it. So it would actually depend on what kind of animation you would want to make. And then you could also go for the FPS right here. You could make it higher. As you can see, it's being more aggressive or faster in animation. You could also make it slower by cutting down the FPS just like that. And then once you're now ready, again, you can now click here on export, and then you can now save this as a GIF, PNG, zip, or whatever it is. You could also go for the scale if you'd want to. And now it's ready to be made as your animated alert for Twitch. So that's it. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.